Blitzkrieg, a Tug-o-War game. So see what I did there for 2 players. So let's check out what's in this tiny box. Hi guys, welcome back to PSC, where we unbox, review and show you how these games are played. So today we have Blitzkrieg. So this is once again my very first war team game. So if you haven't checked out the haul video, do check it out in the links down below in the description box. So once again, I've got this game from Geekster, so I'll also link his shop in Shopee down below. So yeah, once again, this is not sponsored in any way by Geekster or by this publisher of this game, which is PSC, by the way. I bought this game with my own money, so yeah, do love to keep these kind of videos going. So back to the game, and so this is a war team game. So it says here World War II for 20 minutes, and this is for once again 2 players and ages for 14 and up, and plays for about 20 minutes. So recently I've also ordered another game which is also a war team. So I believe most of you might have heard of it before. It's a Land, Air and Sea. I forgot the naming of the words or which one came first, but it's the Critters at War, I believe. So it's the same game basically, but then the Critters at War have more cute arts on it. So yeah, I don't mind the first one, but then I mean, if there's a nicer art, like, why not? And furthermore, it just released, I think, in recent years. I think like really recent. I can't remember when was it, but yeah, so maybe the quality might be better as well. So yeah, once again, this is the perfect war game for non-game war gamers. So this is a 2-player game, and we have some shields going on here. So basically everybody will have a bag with some square tiles inside. So everybody basically just 2 players, so they will each draw tiles from their bag and put it behind the screen so that the player can't see it. So basically I start off this video saying it's a Tug-o-War game because basically you are trying to reach 25 points, but then for each I will show it to you with the board itself, but so right now you just get the small picture at the back of the box. But basically we have like 5 areas which they call theaters. I'm not sure like theaters whether is it like a war kind of term, because Land, Air and Sea uses that word as well. So basically in each theater you have like a track over here. So you have like this track which actually you place like a cube on it. So one side is yours and one side is your opponent's. So for each row that you complete or something, you actually get like to manipulate the cube in like a certain direction. So of course the direction towards you is favorable towards you, and you'll get like bonus points if you cross a certain threshold of the track. So yeah, so again, this is a very small box, and I really looking forward to this 2-player game. Also in the haul video I've mentioned that I've recently been looking into 2-player game because it's much easier to, it's just pretty much a game that is easily brought to the table. So because usually in Singapore we usually work till like pretty late in the evening, so by then we are back and have dinner, then we probably don't have much time to actually play a very long game. So I think short games like this is very good, especially in a house which usually just the 2 of us playing. So yeah, so that's why I've been recently looking into 2-player games. So for the Air, Land and Sea, that's also a 2-player games. So yeah, and I hope like by getting these games we can kind of play more games, although it might be the same game. And also I like the fact that 2-player games, there's actually a more chess-like strategy to it, I guess. So yeah, that's the interesting aspect that I hope that I can see in this game. Yeah, because like for example Chinese chess, there's like lots of strategy going on, and like predicting your opponent's move and stuff like that. But for a modern board game, I feel like there's really a lot of factors that goes into your play. So yeah, that kind of makes it a little bit hard to predict, and like there's kind of the element of luck, the luck of draw, the luck of rolling a dice, so that kind of thing that kind of messes up you trying to predict what your opponent is doing. Yeah, So unless you're like really familiar with the game, then otherwise it's kind of, you know, difficult to predict your opponent's move. So if you stuck around for this long to listen to me do this intro for this game, so once again I appreciate that. So yeah, let's get this box opened. So once again, I've not really watched any unboxing for this game before, so I'm not sure what to expect or how the pieces are arranged. But once again, this is Blitzkrieg. And there's this Nippon expansion, so yeah, let's find out what is it. So once again, no artwork on the back, but it's a pretty simple box. It's nice. I mean, it's a World War II, so I believe it would be really interesting to have some sort of art at the back. So once again, if you've followed my channel and watched most of my videos, you do know that I'm quite, I wouldn't say particular, but I do take note of these kind of small efforts. So once again, we have AI bots selection procedure. Also, basically this is the solo rules. So once again, sorry I haven't mentioned his name, but this game should be designed by Paulo Morris. So yeah, this is solo rules, and we have like a 6-sided dice to decide probably, like, you know, which token to put at which spot. So yeah, that's the AI here. Interesting to see that there's like still a solo mode. So let's put this here, and we have, oops, so this is a bit bent, but I guess it's okay, not so bad. At least it's paper. It will be bad if like the towel is bent like this. So this is the rulebook for the main game. Oops. So basically in this game we are like playing as the Axis or the Allied unit. So we have some player shoes, and this is the game board itself. So there's like lots of reflection. So yeah, so it's actually a pretty thick rulebook, although the font is pretty big, but then it's still a pretty thick one for a supposedly simple game, I would say. Yeah, so okay, at least that probably means that it's pretty detailed. Okay, so at page 14 you are ending with the rules for the main game, and then 15 you are starting with the Nippon expansion. So you have the Godzilla, Partisans, and Inspired Leadership as our new tokens, and yeah, and a blank page here. So that's 18 total pages, and again I love this because it's a very nice and neat way to show all the different spots of your game using a simple and effective way of putting it at the back of the rulebook, so that we can just lay it on the table and everyone can just pick it up and look at it without having to flip through all the pages. So that's good. So next we have the cardboard Punchouts. So these are the different these are for one player. Oh no, this is the one with like a bullseye kind of thing is for one player, and the one with the cross is for the other player. So I've accidentally punched one out. So yeah, again this game deals mostly with cardboard, so I would want to have like a really good cardboard quality. So again, this is a really I wouldn't say really thin, but it's a thin cardboard token. So I would say it's pretty centered for this one, but yeah, I don't think you have any kind of protectors for cardboard tokens, but yeah, this is what you have, and it's okay. It's a bit squishy, just a tiny bit. Yeah, but I would appreciate if they use the same material that the brass Birmingham is using. So that was really thick, and It's not thick, but then it's very sturdy and very stiff. So that's what I was hoping for this game, because you're mostly dealing with these tokens and you're kind of like mixing it in the bag and trying to draw it out. So I'm not sure if Board Game Geek has this Geeked Up Bits version of it. So if they do, it will be nice. So yeah. So and they've also labeled here saying that this is the Blitzkrieg core game tokens, and this is the Nippon expansion. So so I'm dropping it, hoping you can hear the sound of it. Yeah. So okay, not too impressed by the token, but this is what we get. And oh, there's a very nice box actually inside. Well, I'll get to that later. So this is for the solo play tokens and more Nippon expansion tokens. Okay, so just to roughly go through the tokens, which again I'm not too sure of. So basically these ones is like the yellow ones are like the upgraded ones. Basically these you kind of have to earn it by placing certain tiles over here. Yeah, so you have basically the air, the sea and the land. So for sea, then you can put it at blue spots, which is over here, and the brown spots or the orangey brown spots, those are for the tanks. And for this kind, which is airplanes, you can actually go into either one. So you can go either to the sea space or the land space. But for this kind, is basically it can hold like any kind of units. So if I'm not wrong, the numbers here means that you kind of move this cube towards your direction this number of times. So again, by placing it onto this spot, you also gain the benefit over here. So for example, if you see this 3 gear symbol, so we can again very conveniently refer here. So this is for research. So it says to draw one random unit token from the research pile and add it to your bag. So again, this is the research tokens. So these are kind of more powerful. Yeah, but you add it to your bag, so you might not draw them out in this game actually. So yeah, that's one point to take note. So that's for the yeah, cardboard. So it's fairly nice and it's a simple artwork. Yeah, not too much to say about the artwork, but it's a yeah, really simple one. Yeah, but then not too impressed by the thickness of the token. So next we have the main board. So this is a pretty small board, but it's still quite full. So it's it's double-sided, which is interesting. The other side looks really complicated. So let's go to the simple side. So as you can see, so this is the War Victory track. So this is the one that everybody is trying to hit 25 points. So this one, if I'm not wrong, let's just double check. Yep. So this represents the war space. War Victory track. So wherever like this row completes. So basically in this game you are trying to put your tokens row by row. So you have to complete the first row, then the second, then the third. So every time you complete it, I'm not sure how they count it. It's I think the majority of either the numbers or the number of tokens, then they will get to increase this much on their War Victory track. So there's also other ways that you can increase the track, the victory track. Yeah, I think by closing the theater, then you kind of also have some sort of benefit. So that's pretty cool. And one thing that I've noticed is over here. I can't really show it to you, but like this part, the paper, or the printing of this paper thing, that it seems like it's higher than the rest of the board. So when you try to flatten out, you can kind of still see the cardboard that's behind the paper or underneath the paper. So that's yeah, that's just like a really minor thing, but yeah, that's something that I just observed. So the thickness of the box is also not very thick, but it's a small one, so I suppose it shouldn't matter as much. So here we have the This is the Nippon expansion, so I have no idea how this plays out, and there's like really lots of things. But it's interesting to see that like even a small game like this, there's some level of variety that you can do with the game, so that's good to see. And yeah, there's like really lots of arrows. Maybe like you kind of start off at certain spots, then like maybe after you close this, then you can come here, that kind of thing. Yeah, but I'm not too sure again. So yeah, it's not a very big board, so but it has this kind of linen finish. Yeah, so that's nice to see because I like linen finish. And same thing for the cardboard token. So it's over here. Yeah. Next we have player screens, and it came like this. Okay, so it's it's kind of like warped, but okay, I guess it should be easily flattened. I mean, they could have easily put it like this, but I'm not sure why they didn't. Okay, but yeah, it's a player screen and it should work. Yeah, just have to like kind of open it up a bit. Yeah, this works. So inside the player screen you have some reminders of your different abilities that's found on the board. So yeah, that's good. So as you can see here, it says that army, for a tank you can go into land or mixed, navies you can go to sea or mixed, and air forces you can go to pretty much anywhere. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so these are the player screens. So next we have these two. So these are our drawstring. It's not very big. Yeah, so if you have like bigger hands, I don't have very big hands, but it's, you know, it's kind of already filling up the hole. So yeah, it's a very thin bag. Not too sure if you can see it, but it's like super thin, and so you can hear the sound. Yeah. Yep, it's a very, yeah, it's a really normal bag. And yeah, so basically we have two different artwork over here. Yeah, so one for one side of the game. So yeah, I believe Board Game Geek store actually have the, so I believe it's the better quality version of these drawstring bags. So yeah, so you can check it out as well. So you have some bags here. Yeah, so probably want to store probably the research tokens or the solo tokens, because I'll probably keep the player tokens separately in their own bag, so it's easier to set up. So yeah, so another thing about this game is really simple to set up. Basically, if the previous game you have already separated your tokens, you basically just take this out, hand them to each player, take out the board, and then take out a player shield, and yeah, done. And like place the tokens or the cubes here. So yeah, that's a really simple game to set up that I just realized. So these are our regular cube tokens, or wooden tokens. So the red ones are the ones for the individual theaters. The green one I'm not too sure, but I believe maybe it's for the either the AI or the Nippon expansion. So this is for the war victory track. So it's slightly bigger, as you can see. Yeah. Yep. So but otherwise it's our regular wooden tokens. So next we have regular red dice. Yeah, so it's your ordinary D6, which have kind of large pips to me. So oops. Yeah, so these are your normal dice. I thought it would have like some sort of icons on top, like a customized dice, but nope, it's not. So once again, I want to take out everything and show it here. So yeah, I don't believe there's anything at the bottom. Oops. Yeah, but it's nice that like the inserts have artworks on them. So it's basically of artworks of something that looks like a plane. Yeah. So yeah, once again, I believe there's nothing else to show you guys. If you do like this video, do give it a thumbs up and let me know down below if you have any other 2-player games that you think is nice and easy to set up, nice to play, and of course engaging for both players. Oops, forget to put this. Yeah, but otherwise this is Blitzkrieg, and do give this video a like and subscribe to this channel if you do like this kind of content where I go more detailed into the quality of these components during the unboxing. So yeah, once again, this is Blitzkrieg, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.